Now, Jake Fraley. Fraley, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a foul straight back. On the ground, right side. Shanuel steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Digging in, Matt McClain. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
One strike.
Right through there for a strike. One out, bases empty. And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab for the second out. Ellie De La Cruz up. His career feels like it was shot out of a cannon. He flew onto the scene. And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
And that's way high. Now 1-2. Two outs, bases empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We move to the bottom of the second. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Alec Burleson. Barnes back to work. That one off the mark, and that is ball one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and that is a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground to the left. To first. One up, one down. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs. And right back to the mound. Slings to first, and that quickly 2 away. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. That one finds the zone. 0-1. That's a little bit low.
1-1.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. No score here in the second. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And that is the That's in there, and it's 0-1. That one the other way, and foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Brings it in. 1 down. So now here's the DH, Spencer Steer. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-2. Right side. Hartnett slings to first in time. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strike. Strike! Woo!
That's down and in. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Swing and a miss as he was late.
3-2.
The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Jake Fraley. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
A great
runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get into scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
And first offering is fouled off. De La Cruz goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds. And he was selected. Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Alec Burleson.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the
runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
The Reds hitless so far in the game.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Tyler Stevenson digs in now. Oh, and that deflects off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So bases all loaded up at the plate. Jamer Candelario inside, just missed. Bases loaded, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. And that is out of play. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Goes down looking. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedl.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And a good eye there.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Off the mark there, and the count is even, 2-2. And that one is inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Chases that one out of the zone. He battled for a long time, and it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Next pitch way upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Encarnacion Strand stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's the ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now pitching for the Angels.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Brock Burke.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so
Chris Barnes brings an electric energy to every game. All right, ready to go here. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
That one catches the zone, and we're underway.
0-1 for count.
First pitch, 12:35.
Ball that's outside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down. Luis Rengifo up next for the Mariners. Just missed. Rengifo in his 7th season, batting 2nd in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. So a man aboard. Luis Ariz stands in.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Rengifo, the base runner at first with 1 out. Line to left. Wolf makes the grab for the 2nd out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Raleigh.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's back there. Going, gone.
Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Julio Rodriguez
inside.
stands in now, looks at that one inside. And a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 runs across in the inning here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Mason Wynn up next for the Mariners.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
That one the other way, and foul ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Squirts away a little bit. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. But back in Anaheim, now it's Randy Arozarena. Barnes back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Berg, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Josh Rojas. That one ripped, and no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Robles at the plate now. That's ball one.
No strikes. That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. The 2-0 is in for a strike. One away with a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's two gone. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just off the inside edge. Yeah, that's fouled off. Inside and hit him.
That ball got him right there.
That stings right there. He was just one out away from going back to his seat in the dugout, but instead he's going to have to face another test. Hopefully he can forget about the one that got away. We'll give you.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. The throw in. And he's out. But one run does score. Right through there for a strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
0-2 now. And ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Pitch misses there, and the count's full. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's outside. And the count is 2-2. Goes down looking.
That's just a nasty pitch right there. I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
Crawford makes the grab, 2 away. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Rosarena in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's down and away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if you're starter. Hernandez over to first in time. Start of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. outside. And the count even 1-1. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Here's Victor Robles. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Robles, in his 8th season, 28 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now here is Luis Rengifo. Barnes picks to first. Robles dives back in. Off the plate inside, and that is ball 1. There goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing on.
Swing and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. 1 down. And now the DH, Luis Arias. That clips a corner.
1 ball, 1
in
strike.
the dirt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one missing inside. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at first, 1 away. That misses the zone. 3-2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up the middle. Flips it. 1 at second. To first. Not in time. Great effort there. Manager out of the. Robert Stevenson gets the ball now.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate.
Chris Barnes with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Back at T-Mobile Park, today's starting pitcher, Chris Barnes.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Line drive, drops into the glove, and there's one away. Luis Rengifo digs in now. And a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Swing and a foul out of play. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 2 gone. Luis Ariz stands in. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Ariz, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. 2 outs, base is empty.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Trout makes the catch. 1 down. Luke Raley now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Raley with a homer in his last game. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Throws to first in time. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And that misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And that is out of play. Out to short, Moore. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 error. Barnes back to work. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Mitch Garver up to hit here. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Fought off foul. 0-1 now.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Nice curveball for a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Squeezes it. 2 down. Luis Arias up next for the Mariners. There's the strike. Tied up here in the early going. That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. Hartnett. Over to first. And that is the inning. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And there's a ball. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
No.
Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Slings to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. And foul ball. Raley measures 6 feet 4 inches, 235 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Hartnett makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So up next, Mason Wynn. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Outside low. Ball 1.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone.
One of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Rojas batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And that one fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Ball 1.
That's too low. Going to count 1 and 2. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one off the plate inside. It's 2 and 2. Left field. Taylor coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And up next for Seattle, Mitch Garver. That clips the corner.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdom, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
The 1-2. And that's in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. That's down and in.
Full count.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now for Seattle, Luis Rengifo. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Next
Ball.
pitch is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. And right back to the mound. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And now Luis Arias. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Check swing, and he went.
No ball.
And that's strike 2. Just
Ball
misses the
inside.
mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Got it started
No
a little
ball.
too
1
early.
strike.
Strike 1. That's to third. Slings it across.
He's out.
Rodriguez out on the play. Robert Stevenson taking over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead.
Chris Barnes with another. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. In there at the knees. Strike one. Barnes, a 6'2" righty, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Out, throw to first, but he beat it. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And there's a foul ball.
No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second game of the series. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Bottom of the second. Here is Austin Riley. Barnes back to work. Just off the inside edge.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
There's a splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Ohapi collects, fires to first, in time to get him, 1 away on the strikeout. So here's Murphy now. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Murphy needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back at Truist Park, here's Jared Kelenic. And a strike in there. Foul ball there. Next pitch off the play. Going to count 1 and 2. And there's a ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the veteran outfielder, Rob Refsnyder. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Ball 1 there. Line drive, base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. So the lineup flips over. Ozzie Albies now at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Ref Snyder, the base runner at first with one out. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's Garrett Hampson. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hit.
Up the middle. What a stop. The beat for one. Double play. What a twin killing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here is Matt Olson. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Olson in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. And it's even up.
2-2 count.
And a curve is down and in. To the right side. Hartnett gets it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. They're the batter now, Austin Riley. Inside, just missed. That's in there. That's strike 1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Murphy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
No strike.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Barnes maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Strike on the inside corner. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Michael Conforto. And ball 1.
Damn.
Foul ball. Up and in. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. So they pick up. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Jared Kelman. Barnes back to work. And that misses. Ball 1. That one drifts inside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
0-2 is the count.
Ground ball right side. Hartnett on to first, and that quickly 2 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that one is inside.
Ball 2. Aye.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Fly ball down the line. And that will end the inning. So they back here in Atlanta. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swinging a ground ball out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat.
Pitching for
Pitching change here, Robert Stevenson.
And he's done